I wanted you to meet Sam, Gaynell's brilliant husband.
All right, Sam.
I'll take money later. And I want him to tell you many of his accomplishments, but one, what he's trying to achieve. A thought came to him during COVID-19. So if you can talk about that, and even your credentials, he has his PhD, and he doesn't go about saying, I have my PhD, which I love. So Sam,
Thank you. Thank you. First and foremost, thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating Gaynell. Gaynell and I have been married for 36 years.
Wow, lovely.
And that, by many standards,
yes,
is...
Yes.
Oh, Brenda. Brenda. Hey.
Everybody waiting for me?
No. No.
Hi, Brenda.
He's saying happy birthday already.
You did?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Okay. Excuse me.
Sure. So I was saying that 36 years by some standards is quite an accomplishment, particularly when it comes to being married. Hopefully there are many of you in the room who have been married much longer than 36 years, even though your significant other may have passed on. It is quite a challenge for a lot of people to get even to year one in marriage today. And I know that because of the work that I have been doing in the past 30 years, by training I am a psychologist. And more recently, for the past 15 years, the vast majority of my work really has been on family, particularly significant other relationships. But in the past 2 years, I've focused very heavily on mental health. And one of the reasons I focus on mental health is because, like COVID and many, many other pandemics, mental health is a pandemic in this world, particularly here in the US. And unfortunately, it is a pandemic worldwide that we as a society have struggled with, because unfortunately we tend not to see it the same way we see physical ailments. It's very common for individuals who suffer physically to almost immediately want to see a physician to correct that particular ailment. And if they don't, many of their family members will say, well, you need to see some professional to address issue A, B, or C.
I'm among wisdom, a group of women that I can look to, that I have been looking to, speaking with, and just getting guidance and encouragement from. As a young attorney, married with 2 children, and now taking my family, I'm sure my husband thought it stopped there with law school. And then when he thought law school was over, a few years after law school, a client walked into my office, and I provided them and their family with service during a very difficult time, and I was able to be that bridge of hope and comfort and give them peace that the legal issues they were dealing with, leave them on my table and go and take care of your family. And they brought up to me they had matters, lands that a close relative had passed away in Jamaica, and she showed me papers and receipts that they had sent to governments and attorneys in Jamaica, monies they had spent, no response, just a frustrated. And I remember that evening going home, and I said to my husband, maybe it's just one more thing to ask of you. Before I'd done, I had already called Norman Manley Law School that serves the Caribbean. I actually practice law in the 21 Eastern Caribbean, and I've served a lot of clients in Trinidad, Bahamas, Barbados, Jamaica, Antigua, and from here that are here locally, because that was my commitment. And my husband, I know he took a deep breath and he said, go ahead. And I took off to Jamaica for 6 months to become certified to practice law in the Caribbean, because I couldn't imagine another family walking into my office with that experience. And I tried to help from my distant position here as an attorney. And their question was, do you practice law in Jamaica or anywhere in the Caribbean? And the answer was no, I practice law in Florida and I'm trying to help a client here. They didn't want to talk to me. So I said, okay, no worries, you're only a plane ride away. And as long as my husband and my family will support me, I'll go. And so I went to Jamaica for 6 months, and it's been 5 years now that I've been practicing. I got that issue resolved, and I came back and I says, my local clients here, and it could not have been at a better time because COVID hit and people could hardly travel. By then I had already completed my degree in Jamaica and was with a reputable firm there that I could connect clients here with. And so people were still able to stay connected and get their legal matters done. So I am really about community, working in the probate division, dealing with wills, and both from the litigation perspective, I've had wills that goes to court and now it's being contested by an unknown heir or an unknown relative. So I've seen it from the litigation point. So you can imagine a family have lost a loved one and now is holding on to the assets that they have gained or have been left behind for them, and now it becomes a fight. So I've always just stood strong as that pillar post for those families and allowed them, dealing with them, all walks of life, far and near, managing these matters for them. And just understanding the heart of people. Sometimes when people come before you, it looks like it's just a file and it's just papers. But when you have worked with the community for over 16 years, you know the paper that they filed to ask you to help save their homes, the paper that they filed to ask you to grant me an order to get the few dollars that my loved ones have left in that bank account. Please grant me an order so I can take proper title to these properties. Had I not been in this position as a lawyer, how do you understand that? How do you feel that? How do you know the position from which these people are coming from? So I am very grateful for the clients that I've helped in their good times and in their bad times, because we've had some celebration moments too, some victory parties, and I've had the moments where 9 p.m., 10 p.m., I'm standing with my client, I'm saying, come on, stay hopeful. We're gonna stop this foreclosure. I'm gonna get this order into the judge just in time. Let's stay hopeful, let's type it up. Come on, keep talking to me, let's get this in. That's the commitment that I have made. I was never on a 9 to 5 clock, because when the need arises, you must be ready and willing to serve. And that is the heart that I am taking this journey with, to continue to serve from a place that I'm coming from, where I've developed the passion to help others and to be part of their journey. With legal education, it's not available to the public, and it is so valuable. But I believe that we who have earned this education, we owe it to the public to serve and to educate.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are servants. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I know I'm not there just to sit on my leather chair and have clients come in. I must serve. I am a servant, and I've been entrusted with a level of knowledge that others have not. What am I doing with it?
Okay. May I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, so you're a lawyer. I know all these things that I'm asking, but you're a lawyer,
Yes.
and now you want to run to be a judge.
Yes.
Why should I vote for you?
For some of the reasons that I just shared with you, it begins with the heart. You should vote because you have someone who understands the need of our community, who understands when an issue comes before the bench, it is more than the words on the paper. It is a person. It is an expression of what somebody is facing and dealing with. But like I said, I will make a good judge because I am more than just reading a problem on a piece of paper. I can look at that problem and say, I know what this person must be feeling. I understand the urgency
You have compassion.
of listening. I have compassion.
You feel it.
And because of that, we handle matters in that order. We must attend to the matters. We must manage our cases accordingly. And that's really what a judge is about. I'm very organized, have developed through my practice the skill of case management, being that professional. You may be crying, you may be rejoicing, but yet I'm able to stand as that neutral person to see that matter through in a professional manner with the right temperament. I've had clients screaming and shouting. They're frustrated. They're not necessarily frustrated at me. They are dealing with a frustrated situation. I am able to stand. I'm able to listen despite the tone, despite the accent, despite the lack of understanding. Everyone has a story, and if we listen, we will hear it and we will understand it. I do have that, and that's why I am asking my community to support me on this journey to the bench. That's why I asked for your vote.
Okay.
I'm not there. She cannot win judge. And thank you for being there. Thank you for your many contributions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On behalf of the Tamar Hamilton campaign, thank you all so much. And Vivian, hats off. Thank you for all that you do.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, so let me give you a little background. Terry Scott is Bahamian, and Gaynell was here. She and her husband, they had to leave.
Okay.
So Gaynell and Terry know the same people from the Bahamas, and he's going to meet us in the Bahamas, Brenda. Brenda's the one that's going. We're going to the Bahamas. Yeah, and he, yeah, yeah.
Now Tamar saying she's coming too. I'm definitely coming. Okay, now Tamar may be on the sideline, but I'm coming.
Don't leave me, please.
They're going to meet us in the Bahamas in September. So it should be fun. But I just wanted everyone to know that we are all brilliant and determined and know who we are and just supportive of one another. And that's all. And I just appreciate all of you. And we just need to get the right people in office, no matter what they look like and what they sound like. We need to get them into office. We really, really do. So, anyway, so let's eat.
All right.
Please, let's eat.